Hey, guess what? It's part 3. So, dude. Alright, so I'm pretty happy. It's a good day. It's a nice Sunday. I just picked up the Core i3 Intel processor. 8th gen LGA 1151. So i3 8th gen. We're about to put it in there. And to do that, I'm going to switch cameras so you can actually see me put it in. And then after that, we're going to install the cooler. And then I'm going to wire everything up because I said I was going to do it the other day, and then I got distracted with playing video games. So you know how it goes. So we're going to install that first. And then I'm going to install this, and this might take a little bit because each liquid cooler is different. So I've installed one before with the help of Julian. This one I'm going to do completely on my own, and that'll be interesting. So yeah, I'm going to switch cameras right now. There it is, the Intel Core i3 processor. So it's going to go right in there. So since I want to be careful, I don't think I'm going to film that part. Unless I could prop this somewhere. Maybe I'll just set the camera there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So, but we're going to lift up that. And so the processor goes right in underneath there. So I'm going to carefully, very carefully, take the processor out of the plastic here, grip it by the sides, do not touch whatsoever, do not touch the bottom of this. You want to jack it up. So you want to make sure the arrows are lined up on the board and on the processor. And then we're just going to gently lay it in there like that. See that? There it is. Nice and secure. I don't see an arrow on this board, but it's right side up, so that's all that really matters. That and the fact that the pins are up and down. So yeah, it'll sit just like so. And so now we push this down like that. And it's supposed to pop off. Save this in case you need to return the motherboard. Without this, they will not process the RMA. Do not throw this like the Verge did. Save this. Save this. Save this. Alright, I think you get the idea that you're supposed to save that. So, anyway, there she is. Nice and installed perfectly. So now, I'm going to apply thermal paste, and we're going to get the cooler on.
Where is the CPU?
God.
I should have taken the while the motherboard was
one.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
While it was out, I should have installed the motherboard or the heatsink.
Not really.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's in?
No. See how that one? Oh, that one's in.
Why's that one so gabbing, I wonder?
Which one?
That one.
That one's good.
Okay.
That's the same as the other ones. Because it pops it out like it's.
Oh, they're all gabbing. Okay.
They're kind of like pressure.
I was looking at it a different way. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, so shout out to Julian, who, you know, assisted me in trying to get that cooler to work. Basically, the water cooler, even though it's a small one, the case I have is like 3 or 4 years old. I've had it that long, and it's no longer made anymore. Therefore, like, today's parts kind of don't fit some of the parts of it, and this would be the water cooler. Fortunately, because I have an i3 processor, the fan that it came with, just the default stock cooler, works fine. So we're gonna rock that. If I decide though that it gets to be too warm in that case, then I will obviously upgrade back to a different water cooler that'll fit, hopefully. Until then, because of how small the ATX case is and how big the IO shield is on the motherboard, there's like really no room for at least the cooler I had. So it had to be a cooler that's smaller than that one, and that one's pretty small. I highly recommend the Cooler Master. It's a great cooler. Reviews on it are insane. 4 out of 5. Some are 4.5 out of 5, and some are 5 stars. It's a great cooler. Good budget cooler. It was on sale for $34. Obviously, we're gonna go ahead and take that off the cost because we're not gonna use it. Another thing that I'm gonna have to change on the cost is gonna cost more is the M.2 that Now It's Okay generously bought for my build. Normally I was gonna go with I think it was $74, 240 gig Samsung 960 M.2. However, I want to be transparent with this build, so we're gonna have to add $154, I believe, to the build, because that's the cost of the M.2 that Now It's Okay generously bought me for this build. So we're gonna add that to the budget, even though I didn't spend that. We're just gonna add it to the budget, but I still think we're gonna be below the $800 budget mark. I really do, even with the GPU that comes later in the month. So that's kind of where we are. We're gonna run stock cooler. The M.2 from Now It's Okay arrives tomorrow, and then we're going to install it, and then we're gonna get into installing Windows in part 4. So this has been part 3. I believe I'm going to record myself putting in the stock cooler real quick, just so you guys see it. You know, why not? So that'll do it for part 3 of this video, or of this series. Part 4 is installing Windows and all the drivers and everything else, and then part 5 will be the GPU, which won't be for a couple of weeks. I get some more money. It'll be before my birthday. That's no big deal. Especially since it's only like, it's regular price, $204, 1050 Ti MSI. Now I could go with AMD, the Radeon, but I really like the way the MSI looks, and I know you shouldn't just judge what you get off of just looks. However, because this is not going to be a gaming PC, the 1050 Ti will do just fine. Does the RX 580, I think is what it is, perform better? Yes, like 70-something%, Julian said. He looked it up. He thinks I should go with the 580. I'm just gonna stick with the 1050 Ti. The 580 is $50 more, and again, this is a budget build, so I wanna stay in budget. So 1050 Ti, I prefer it. I'll be honest, I prefer NVIDIA over AMD, even though I'm a stockholder in AMD. I like NVIDIA products, but that's beside the point. 1050 Ti from MSI, it's black and red. Dual fans, 4 gigabytes DDR5, I wanna say? Something like that. I'll show you when I get it. And, but anyway, so. Okay, here we go again, guys. Lay this down like that. I'll set these right here. Okay, you probably can't see from your angle, but everything is wired up now. So all I have to do is add the cooler. I'm gonna do right now. And that will be it. Sucks that I can't use a water cooler, or at least the one I got. But it is what it is, right? As long as the CPU gets cooled. Even if we get to go the old-fashioned route. So, alright. Okay. Get these all lined up like that. And that's it. It is installed just like that. And there we go. Alright, I'll get the other camera and show you. There you go. It's installed. And yes, I know the cable management is horrible. The thing is though, because you're not gonna see this hardly, like, I don't care, I'll be honest. The cable management is not important to me at all in this build because unlike the, you know, my gaming PC where you can see everything, this is got a big case, a big door over it with a little cutout. So I'm not really worried about cables, but yeah, it's all hooked up. Next thing we have to do, obviously, install the M.2 is gonna go right there. Eventually I'm gonna get a second M.2 that'll go right there, and then GPU, and that is it. So, but yeah, and we'll boot this up tomorrow when the M.2 arrives, and we'll install Windows 10 on camera, and that'll be part 4. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed part 3. Sorry about the change up, but you know what? It's for the best. I think it'll work out just fine this way. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you all in part 4.